Hi guys, welcome to my channel. On today's video I will be making a lamb and beer stew. I made it recently for my family and there is a recipe for it over on my blog, Our High Street Home. It's a very versatile recipe. You can switch out the proteins and the vegetables. You can basically switch out anything you want to in this stew. It's a very basic recipe. It's easy. You get it started on top of the stove, you finish it up in the oven, and you are good to go. If you'd like to see how I made this recipe, then please keep watching. So I started out with about a pound of lamb, mushrooms, a few little potatoes and carrots, cauliflower florets, half a head, garlic and onion. I used a red ale, salt and pepper, a few spices, a large tomato. I started out by chopping my onion very small. I like that to kind of disappear into the recipe. My daughter doesn't like big pieces of onion. And I cooked the onion until it was soft in olive oil. I should say I like using a Dutch oven. It goes right from the stovetop into the oven. While that was cooking, I cut up my vegetables. I made everything approximately the same size, so I would say bite size. I did not peel my tomato. I just cut it up into little chunks. Some of the seeds I did squeeze out. This was a very large tomato, and sometimes the seeds can be a little bitter, but other than that, I chopped up the whole thing and just threw that whole tomato right in. I added garlic once the onions were softened. And I'm wearing a glove because I have a cut on my finger. And then I just started adding in all my vegetables once those onions were soft. I then added the entire beer in, and I filled up the beer bottle twice with water. First off, to clean it out, but I needed a lot of extra liquid because this is a lot of vegetables in this pot. At this point, I added my seasonings, so I used a couple teaspoons of pink salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, I used a teaspoon of dried rosemary, I threw in some oregano, and I ended up using 2 bay leaves because my first one was kind of small, and gave that all a good stir. Once everything was simmering nicely, I threw in a little slurry of cornstarch and water to thicken the stew as it cooked. And then I added my lamb, which I had cut into little bite-sized pieces and trimmed very well of any extra fat. And then I put the lid on. I put it in a 350-degree oven, and I checked it after an hour and a half and let it go for a few minutes more to thicken it up just a little bit further. So it cooked for just under 2 hours. And this is the finished stew. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.